Welcome back, race fans. Tonight, with the Sim Racing Unleashed Harpoon Design Season 14, round number 20. We got one more race after tonight in the regular season, but however, they're going to have to tackle this Watkins Glen track here tonight. Man, it is going to be one of those types of races. Myself, Joshua Medlock, and Will Roberts joining me up here again. Will, man, road course action, but it's going to be pretty tricky out here for these guys, not only going left, but actually turning right. How you doing this evening, bud?
Well, doing fairly decent this evening, Joshua. Watkins Glen always has a list of challenges. Left and right are a part of those, and also just the strategy that goes along here this evening. Uh, Quite a kind of average, one might kind of say a short length road course. But it does have an extension. You could run the boot if you wanted to, like the sports cars or the open wheelers do. But we are on the short course layout this evening, what is known as the NASCAR layout. 41 challenging laps these drivers are going to have to face. Uh, One would have to think at the very top of the hill where you see some action now. Uh, Once you get done with the S's, perhaps, or even barreling into that off camber turn one right hander at the end of the front straightaway. Just so many different places to make a mistake. And this race, we might see a lot of that this evening, Joshua.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be a lot of things we're going to have to keep an eye out here tonight. Of course, the Spinneroonies, I like to call them, and they tried to do a pit party here and tried to get at least a lap in, and, well, they piled it up out of turn number one. Hopefully we don't see that here tonight, but I do have the pre-race analytics pulled up here, dealing with a little bit of a wind out there at about 6 miles an hour, an air temp of 78. That track temp is 113 degrees out there here tonight, so it is going to be a little slick. It will take a few laps to get these tires warmed up here tonight. They're going to be probably slipping and sliding the whole night, regardless of how much tire usage is on those tires. Speaking of the laps, as you mentioned, Will, 41 laps, 100 miles, 4 sets of tires, though. I don't think they're going to use all 4 sets because of that fuel window. Now, I've got it at 18 to 21. I just put it basically in half. Now, will we see them do that? Well, the stage here tonight, white will be at 15, checkered or the caution flag will be at 16 when they hit 16. So they could probably potentially make it on one stop here. It would be pretty close, but I think one stop is probably about right. Tires, though, could play a factor in it, but I think we're going to see them get spread out before the first stage, and then we'll get spread out more in the second. Pit road here is 40 miles an hour with a pace speed of a 60. So I'll get to the points here in just a little bit, probably during the race, but Will, I think it's going to be pretty close. A lot of drivers looking for that first win. They've already got the races necessary to get into the chase. They just need that win to lock themselves in, especially if they're on the bubble.
Yes, if you're on the bubble and huge point deficit, and you really, that being consistent all the time, or trying to show up when you can to meet that 75%. Sometimes that just doesn't cut it. You got to be more consistent than that, and that's when you got to fall back on trying to get that win. Tonight going to be extremely difficult to rely on getting that win because a lot of things would have to fall your way. But um, it most certainly can happen, and it would be a surprise for sure. But time will do tell.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. Now, I know we're probably seeing something in the ticker here tonight. The 22 of Chris Paff is now known as Tara's husband here tonight. Something I just seen earlier right before I went live. So something to take note. The 22 is Chris Paff. I'm sure Tara is out there as well in chat somewhere. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. A big shout out here tonight to, of course, Harpoon Design for sponsoring the series again this season. We do appreciate it, and I'm sure they do too. A big shout out to all the fans out there tuning in, but we're going to go ahead and step aside here and play the national anthem provided by Madison Rising. Of course, qualifying will be underway when we come back, and they only get one lap in qualifying, and we'll talk about it. Hang tight, folks. We'll be right back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran past, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the free, in the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
Oh, all right. righty, folks. We are back here tonight. Qualifying is underway. A couple of drivers have already started their first lap. Kyle Heath, Jerry Isaacs, Zach Deuscher, Michael DeWalt, Robbie Darnell. Well,
Oh,
whoa, that
that's
hurt.
gonna hurt that qualifying outage.
Yep.
Especially if he had taken the white flag, or
Well, he did
I'm not
take
sure.
he did take it. He did take it. He did take his lap. He was on his first official lap, so it's not going to count, unfortunately. Brandon Sheets is out here as well. Austin Slayers, as we have been calling him. So we're just going to stick with that here, and we'll see if Austin will. We know him from last week. We'll see if he can slay it up again here tonight in that number 43. Of course, I talked to him earlier. I'm sure you heard him. And I've heard it before from drivers. Well, I ain't good at road courses. Well, yeah, you say that, and then you get out here and, you hammer it down. So we'll see what happens. Greg Wood, Mark Emery. All right, here we go, folks. Brantley Roden out in chat. How you doing there, buddy? Looks like we've got 18 watching and 8 likes here tonight. It keeps going from 9 to 8 to 7, 9 to 8 to 7. I think somebody out there was playing a little bit of games with us. What do you think?
Good possibility. Maybe accidentally just pressing that like button one too many times.
Yep. Robert Edgerton out in chat. Robbie Darnell, actually one of the moderators, and he's running the Cup Series this season, out in chat. Glad to see you out there. Mark Whitley with a 1:12.741 on his first lap. It's going to pop him up to the top spot. Kyle Heath back into P2. Kyle had it there for a second. We've got still drivers out here, though. We got Gomez. We've got, oh, golly. We've got Tara's husband out here.
Yes, Chris Praff in that Wrangler 22 machine.
Yeah. And it looks like Chris is done. He's not even going to attempt to finish. Gomez is done. As we are under a minute to go, Mark Whitley is going to, looks like, grab the top spot here tonight. Let's go ahead and get Whitley down here real quick. Mark Whitley, buddy, got a copy? Mark Whitley, got a copy?
Gotcha.
Hey, man, well, coming out here with a 1:12.741, fast enough for the pole, but it is a road course, buddy. How you feeling?
That feels pretty good. I about wrecked it on the coming off on the lap, so I'm not sure if that'll hold up or not. But yeah, I was just trying to make sure to keep it, just get a lap in, and hopefully it's good enough to be up front. But tonight I think we got the stage caution. That should be it. So it's just
Yep.
going to be pretty much keep it on track, keep it easy, and hope we got what we got.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So road course racing, even for the best of them, is not easy, Marks, and you know that, bud. So good luck out there. Congratulations on the pole here tonight, and a huge field for Watkins Glen. This is going to be interesting. Mark, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, well, Mark Whitley up at the top. Let's go and get him on the grid here tonight. The MaxspeedTV starting grid, of course, Mark Whitley. We just interviewed him with a 1:12.741 up at the top spot here tonight. Kyle Heath in P2. Michael DeWalt. I don't believe that is the owner of the DeWalt Drills, but, if it is, awesome. If not, well, still yet, he's going to be third here tonight. Brandon Sheets in fourth. Greg Wood fifth. Mark Emery sixth. Philip Bridgman seventh. Robbie Stewart in eighth. Of the qualifiers, non-qualifiers, Jerry Isaacs 9th, Chris Paff, Tara's husband, in 10th, Paul Cohen in 11th, Jason Adams in 12th, Kevin Roy 13th, Robbie Darnell 14th, Clifton Ashley 15th, Jim Coleman'sberger 16th, Zach Deuscher in 17th, Austin Slayers in 18th, Gomez 19th, and Christopher Campbell in 20th. Keith Hurlbut will round it out here tonight riding shotgun. Probably the best spot to be going into turn number 1, Will, is right there where Keith's at, right in the very back.
Yes, that's a good chance. Shotgun on the field. Good, good. You know, uh, high reward, low risk. Hopefully, he will not be spinning like some of maybe his competitors might be on this opening lap. Once we will come to it, looks like we might get a full lap of pace here, so generate a bit more heat on the tires and in the brakes of these cars before they barrel down into the corners. Sometimes it's only a half of a lap on the road courses, so.
Yeah, but it is going to be a full lap here, so it will give them time to get a little bit more rubber, on the track. I think it's going to pull the rubber off more than anything, but we see Mark Whitley there scrubbing the tires. Got a couple more back here doing it too. Mark Emery, of course, I know in the Coca-Cola series now that is actually illegal, so you cannot do that. But this is a league, and they haven't outlawed it, so therefore you are allowed to do it.
Right, exactly. I heard that news as well, and that just, I guess, the setup, or might misunderstand it here, but like the setup that everybody was using, if you was to pace around, it was like the best setup to generate heat while you're pacing, and that's why you would see some competitors do that. And yeah, they outlawed that, like you're saying. But anytime you can go at speed, a certain speed in iRacing to build up that tire temperature, that brake temperature, to where it can be in some sort of assistance to you when you want to apply those brakes to get into the corner, make it through the corner. That tire needs to be up to a certain temperature as well. So also here, like we said, Watkins Glen, with that bus stop, you just saw the cars go through, then the carousel after. So bus stop was put in, I want to say in 1993, after some multiple different incidences that occurred throughout the yearage just going into the carousel. But nevertheless, safety innovations, I guess you could say, happens at road courses periodically, or racing venues.
All right, here
Pace
we
car.
go. Yep, pace car will dive off here, and we will be getting going here at the Glen here tonight, folks. So here we go. Pace car off to the safety of pit road for the first time here tonight. Mark Whitley will be getting us going. Kyle Heath on the outside. Green is out. Boogity, 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 folks. We're racing here tonight at the Glen.
Kyle Heath really trying to outbrake Whitley into turn 1 and stay within reason to him up through the S's. Everybody having a good turn 1. That great to see, Josh. What no spills through there. Now up through the S's is the next challenge.
Now onto the backstretch. This bus stop here coming up, or the carousel, whichever you want to call it, that could make it or break it for a driver right there.
And then swinging into this.
Mark
4-car.
Emery right into the wall here. We're going to go into a MaxspeedTV rewind here, folks. So give me just a minute. We will rewind it here. And as I was saying, that bus stop here, and yeah, he popped it, and he just went right straight into the...
Yeah, he hopped the curbing a bit too wrong there. When the car landed back on the ground, it just came out from underneath him and just went straight towards the wall after it finally planted all 4 tires back on the earth. Good, impressive newcomer to the SRU series, Jerry Isaacs there. has a really good line around here. We saw in practice, really
Yep.
good line around the Glen.
Yep.
So
We'll see
good
exactly.
to see him. Go ahead.
We'll see here what Jerry can do. We got a long way to go.
Oh yeah, exactly. But
well, as everybody is single file, Whitley, Heath, DeWalt, Sheets, Isaacs is up from 9th to 5th in a lap. Philip Bridgman up a spot. Robbie Stewart up a spot. I think everybody, whoa, Zach. Right now, probably our biggest mover from 17th to 8th. It looks like we got another one here. Austin Slayers, 18th to 11th. So we've got some movers already. Keith Hurlbutt from 21st to 13th. Wow, he might be our biggest mover between him and Zach. So which is it? 17. It's 9 spots. Keith's is 8 spots. So still, nevertheless, 2 big movers already.
a lot of that has to do with some of the drivers that basically chose not to start in front of them. Some of those were the drivers that basically just elected not to take that qualifying lap and to start basically in the rear. So a lot of that has to do with how you're positioned if you don't qualify, I suppose, and then just having to work around those drivers as they're not really going to push too hard in the early goings compared to what those drivers definitely are. So
yep, it's like pretty much we've got some separation between the drivers out here. Robert Edgerton, Brandon Hartwell. Brandon, where you at, buddy? You still on vacation? You need to be out here with the boys. Well, 19 drivers started. Mark Emery is on pit road here. They do not even get a reset, folks, for road courses. All rules apply to road courses, so if you wreck it, you got to get it fixed or you park it for the night.
I do believe he drove the car back to pit road, so didn't have to take, lose more time by getting that tow. So, but a lot of substantial damage. He most certainly, I would guess, to have a lot of damage that he has to wait for.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well,
not
Zach,
going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, Zach got around Philip Bridgman for 6. So Zach making his way further up into the field here, picking them off one at a time. He's got about a 2.5 second gap, though, as we see Jerry Isaacs come around the corner. Now, when I talk about the gaps, and Will, you are very familiar with this, I'm sure. A 2.5 second gap, a 1.5 second gap on a road course is a lot closer than it would be at, say, Talladega, Daytona, Las Vegas, 1.5 super speedway tracks. A 2.5 second, 3 second, 4 second gap. If somebody ahead, I'm going to pick on Jerry here since he's new. Why not? If Jerry has a mistake, Zach Duchier, Neuscher, whatever his name is, he's going to be right there, right up on him quickly. I mean, it's that quick. So the spacing really doesn't matter. Kyle Heath. Oh, Kyle having a moment. It looks like Kyle is going to be, I thought for a second he might be coming down pit road, but let's go back and check what happened to Kyle Heath here. It looks like he just lost it down into the corner here. Ooh, yeah, Yep, got on the brakes and locked it up, and it wouldn't slow down on him, and he just spun it. Looks like he does keep it off the wall, so does not have any damage, Will. He, might have some heat really built up those tires right now, though, so gonna have to be careful.
Those tires definitely screaming away at him. He was really keeping in tune with Whitley there for sure, and like we talked about, mistakes and easily made here. It is so easy to lock up any tire going into, I believe that's turn 8 there on that backstretch run into that left-hander.
That right there? That is actually turn 10. There's 11 turns, I do believe.
Oh,
here.
okay. My apologies. Turn 10, yes. So it's so easy to lock up going into that corner after you're carrying so much speed down that back straightaway. And that, like you said, the rear locked up on him. He just about had it saved. And then that overcorrection that happens so easily with these next-gen Gen 7 Cup cars here. It's so easily done to just twist it back around the wrong direction, but still, nevertheless, no damage didn't go into the Armco here at the Glen, so kept it off the wall, kept it out of the kitty litter.
Yeah, I'm actually looking up. I could be wrong here. Nope, I was right. That is turn 10. There's actually 11. Yeah, there is 11 turns here.
Yep.
So, now the biggest one, when they used it, the long road course out Watkins Glen, it still was 11 turns, but they called it, they had what they call they had the front stretch, turn 1, turn 2, 3, and 4 is all the same. Then they had the inner loop, which is the bus stop or the carousel. Then turn 5, and then they had the chute, and then the toe of the boot, and then they had the heel, and that road course, that big road course is something else. That one is probably a harder to drive than this one is because of, how many turns you've got there, even though it states it's 11 turns still.
Well, like you say, the extended section that is called the boot here at the Glen, that's mainly used for sports car events and say, for instance, when anywho, so yes, basically sports cars or other series, whenever they run here, they run the full extension, and then the Cup Series or any really NASCAR sanctioned series runs on the short course or the NASCAR course.
Yeah, this is the Cup course.
Yes, I call since some NASCAR drivers in the past have called, I believe you said it was turn 5, just coming out of the chicane there or the bus stop. I have heard that been called like the carousel before. It's like a miniature carousel, like what you would see at Road America, how it feels like it's never ending here. It's very short and sweet and to the point, but you kind of quit turning halfway through it and it leads you into the boot, like you're saying. A whole nother extension, a couple of more twists and turns, and a small short straightaway portion extension of the track. Very fast uphill, like it is the hills of New York here at the Glen. So they, after a couple of decades of racing on the actual roads, they decided to make a actual fenced off course, and this is what that turned into, I believe, in the early 50s, late 50s. I want to say early 50s because Formula One came here for about 15 years, I believe.
And I never watched Formula One, so I'm watching it right here, though. I know you're talking about Watkins Glen, and I know that's where we're at. I've been sitting here watching
Yes.
Robbie, Austin, and Keith, and they're running pretty close together. I've been watching Robbie here mostly because he's coming up on Austin. He cut the gap there to about a half a second, and it seems right now he just can't get up there. We're going to be coming to the stage here, though, in about 6 laps. Now, that does include the white flag and the thrown yellow here tonight. They will throw the yellow. We will have a full course caution here. That is why we have 41 laps, is because of the few laps that we do have here under yellow. Mark Whitley, though, has got a 5.7 second lead over Michael Dewalt. And Michael's fighting a little bit of traffic here with the 4 of Mark Emery, who is 3 laps down. But he is back out there on the racetrack, probably hoping a few more drivers will have some mistakes out here. But right now, other than that little mishap there with that 4, that is really about all we've had so far, which is a good thing. I mean, everybody has looked like is locked down out here tonight, Will.
Yes, everybody just biding their time, just riding around, keeping it between the lines for the most part, which is what you need to do here at the Glen. If not, you will find this nice shade of blue Armco. So, gotta really keep it easy. Looks like Chris Campbell in danger of possibly going a lap down here from the leader, so he would be the closest contendant to be in that lucky dog recipient. So, because there is some gappage, like you've been saying, from him to looks like Kevin Roy. So about 3 seconds between him and Roy, I believe, maybe 5. So.
Yeah, I'm showing about 4, coming up on 4.5 right now. And it's getting closer. Yeah, there it is, 5 seconds, right. Well, I say that, and Christopher
fluctuating, just ever so back and forth, just how one driver is better at one portion of the track, going, getting that run off the top of the hill into the bus stop, then through this, feels like kind of sometimes never-ending right-hander onto this decently long back straightaway here at the Glen.
Tara Paff out there in a chat just now realized that the 22 is name is Tara's husband. Yeah, I don't know exactly who did that, to be honest with you. Kind of interesting, but right now we're looking at Whitley up top. He is coming up on, he did get around Campbell, so now he would be coming up on Kevin Roy, Jim Coleman-Sperger.
And they're in a battle here.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to be
16th and 17th.
Yeah.
Jim's got some damage from somewhere.
Oh. Let me see. Let me look at that. Oh, there goes Mark going around the outside, inside. Road courses is so confusing to me because one turn it's the outside, the one turn it's the inside. I mean, it's so
you could just say alongside.
Yep. All right, go Tara's husband. Yep. I mean, that's about what you can do tonight here, Tara. Well, let's see here. Mark Whitley did get around Kevin, and it looks like he is going to come around Jim. So Jim and Kevin, as well as Campbell, is the drivers a lap down here. We're going to be hitting lap number 14 here, folks. The stage white flag will be next time by, and then we will be at the stage here. And right now, it looks like Mark Whitley is going to be probably the guy to beat. He has led all the laps so far. Now, I say that. What happens after stage, though, is a whole different story. Mark right now, Will, he's dominating the first, I wouldn't say half of the race, but dominating stage 1. That's not to say in stage 2 Mark could have issues because of the way it changes. It could happen, but Mark right now is setting the pace here tonight.
Yes, he could. He could speed down pit road during this pit stop.
Yep.
That we expect everybody to come down and take during this stage caution here. So different things could happen. You know, it could be a terrible restart for him. You know, so many different stipulations or theories that could fall in place could happen, like you're saying.
Yep, white flag is in the air. Not to interrupt you there, just wanted to let everybody know I did click the white flag button. So now we're the only ones that can see that. And they know, or I hope they know, that it's the white flag. If they don't, well, they'll find out here in about a half a racetrack, if you want to call it that. Not a big fan of road courses. Even in real life, I don't like watching them. Ooh, good battle back here. Jerry Isaacs and Greg Wood. The 67. Could have a battle back here for 6 between the 222 and the 67. Now they're going to be coming to the bus through the bus stop here. And it looks like they made it through just fine. Good little battling going on there between them two. I'm going to get up here to Mark Whitley, though, because he is going to be coming out of turn number 11. He will cross the stripe here and grab stage number 1, the only stage that they run. Michael Dewalk, Kyle Heath, Zach Deuscher, it looks like we'll grab P4. From what I'm seeing, and Brandon Sheets will cross the line in P5. Just waiting. There it is. There's the stage. There's your top 5. And Mark Whitley dominating the stage here. We're getting down here in just a second to have a talk with him, but now they got to catch back up to the pace car. That's the big issue here at Watkins Glen or any other road course, catching back up to that dadgum pace car. Well, 12 locks out there here so far, 23 of you tuning in here tonight. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Please share it, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, MySpace, LinkedIn, whatever you got, TikTok even. Share it on TikTok. I don't care. Get it out there, get people out here tuning in. Can we hit 15, 20 likes out here tonight? I believe we can. Thank you again for all the likes. Thank you, everybody, here tonight. Brantley Roden out there, Asmaro, I see you, buddy. And, yeah, that 19 car does look pretty sharp out there, too. Hartwell never answered me, so I don't know where Hartwell's at. I do see Robert. I don't know if he's still out there or not, but Gonna be definitely interesting here coming to the end of the race. Once they get going, we've still got plenty of laps left here to finalize the race, so anything could happen.
Oh yes, most certainly. As the leader, Mark Whitley, catches up to the iRacing Porsche Cayman safety car there, and gets the field back in tow. Kyle Heath noted he just about passed and got by Dewalt there for second place after making that mistake in the final couple of corners there, but just wasn't enough. If that start-finish line was basically in turn 1, he probably would have had him. But nice comeback for Kyle. You would have thought, man, lost all that ground. It didn't take him long to find his rhythm back again, so good on Kyle to have a decent comeback like he did. But looks like I think Jim Coleman'sberger will be the driver to get the wave around, or the lap back.
Yeah, he will.
He was in that battle with Kevin Roy, that pretty good battle, one of the closest battles we had there on track. Also, Jerry Isaacs and the 67 was another good battle towards the end of that stage. So we do expect everybody to come down, take full advantage of this stage caution here, this stage break, to come in, 4 tires, and fill it up with that Sunoco race fuel.
Yeah, it looks like, well, for the most part, everybody is coming down. Now, unfortunately, the lap cars, you know, they can come down if they want to. It's not required. I mean, iRacing in there says you got to, you know, it's a closed pit. But, you know, if I'm, me personally, if I'm not, you know, a good road course driver, I know I'm not fast, I'm gonna come down when the pit's closed. You know.
Exactly. Just go ahead and deal the damage that's already been done. Kyle Heath having a long stop. He's not going to get out where he came in, that's for sure.
Nope.
Had to replace that vehicle a couple of times in his pit stop.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get Mark back down here real quickly. I'm trying to let him get up to the pace car before I bring him down. It looks like he is coming up on that group here, so let's go ahead and get him down here. Mark Whitley, buddy, got a copy again? Mark, got a copy? Well, all right. I guess we won't talk to our stage winner here tonight. I don't know if he can hear me. I'm sure he can, but it sounds like you don't want to talk. All right, well, that's fine. Mark Whitley will grab the stage out here tonight. We are getting set here for stage number 2. All right, try him again. All right, Mark Whitley, got a copy?
Gotcha.
Hey, there you are. Well, you are going to grab the stage out here tonight, buddy. You've led all the laps here so far, but we still got a race to go, bud. How are you feeling now, seeing how the green flag, y'all didn't get into any major trouble there? How'd the tires hold up?
It felt fine. Just the track feels a little bit different than practice. Feels like it just didn't have the grip it did. I don't know if it's got hotter or what is going on, but it feels a little bit off. I feel like the speed's not there like it was in practice, but just trying to hit your marks and don't make any mistakes. I think Kyle made one getting into one of the last corners there when he was running behind me, and I think that's really cost him. So just really hit your marks and just stay patient and don't go off the track.
Oh, yeah.
What I want to try to do.
Yeah, definitely. And it's easy to do out there, even for, a driver like yourself that knows how to, run on road courses. So you gotta hit your marks every time. Got to stay on the track. Are we doing single file restarts or?
I don't think so. I think everybody's just probably trying to take it easy on the pace lap.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, good luck out there, Mark. Congratulations on the stage win out here tonight. Let's see if you can bring it home into victory lane again, brother.
Sounds good.
Yep. Good luck. All right, Mark Whitley, of course, Brantley Roden out there in chat telling me to hit him up again. I blame you, Brantley. I think you were talking to him.
Well, it's always good whenever the crew chief, spotter,
Owner.
Yeah, is able to communicate and say, hey, you can try him again, It's always nice. Communication with all the man in the hat, I guess you could say. He wears a lot of hats, that's for sure, it seems. So,
Terror out there is blaming Robbie Darnell on the name change for Chris. I'd blame Robbie too.
I think, owners are admins of a league. I think you can change people's names, so could be factually true to blame Robbie. So getting the restart here.
Well, get us going here. Coming to the restart here, bud. I'm live. Mark's up front alongside the 8 of Michael DeWitt, or DeWalt. I called him DeWitt. Whoops. Go ahead, get us going.
Yep, Mark Whitley here looking to have a good restart as they going to go on green, waiting for that launch, or waiting for that go. Now they go green flag in the air. Epic whole shot jump by Mark Whitley, and Jerry Isaacs there jumping into third.
3-1 at the Glen. Wow.
Wow,
That.
he's trying to make up some lost places there in that pit stop exchange under caution. Like we noted, he had a long pit stop, had to get that car sorted out before pit stop could take place. Now, trying to make up this ground on this restart, that is the time to do it. Had a look, nothing there. Oh man, somebody.
43.
That's Austin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kyle,
no,
hang
Kyle.
on to it. Oh, right up into the wall. Oh, man. And we're going to get a MaxspeedTV rewind of this. We're actually going to go back a little bit further here as well, and we're going to see Austin here right there in the 43. He's going to lock it up. He's going to dive low, lock it up, smoke a blaring. And then right there, we're going to see Kyle Heath get loose and slam it right into the tires. Ouch. Now, he just let everybody go. Smart move. And, man, he has got some heavy, heavy damage on that machine. It looks like he might even have some turning steering issues, and he's going to be coming down pit road here. No surprise. And no.
Yeah, that right front is really towed in more than it's supposed to be, that's for sure. And towed in at the wrong angle. So.
Man, oh man, I don't know if we can go cockpit here. Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's holding.
my
Oh
goodness.
yeah, look at that. He's holding it all the way to the left just to keep it from pulling. That is unfortunately for Kyle. Man, I don't know if he's going to be able to get that fixed before the end of the race here tonight. That is some damage. Oh, nope, he's done. He has called it a knot. Man.
Yeah, just that transition through the bus stop, trying to keep enough throttle in the car, or enough throttle up, or maybe just had a bit of an understeer moment, maybe a combination of both oversteer and
Understeer.
just yes, thank you, and throttling up at the same time to keep the momentum up that you had built. Austin clearly outbraked himself into the chicane, so I don't know if he saw that coming, or just Kyle the car just broke away from him possibly, and that's what led to unfortunate end prematurely here for Kyle here at the Glen. He was really charging his way back up through the field after that pit road mistake, man, looking really good until just halfway through the bus stop. But like you say here.
All right, was Zach Deutscher also out of the race here tonight?
Oh, no.
Yeah, he called it about 4 laps ago, it looks like. So, yeah, he only put in about 18 laps, and he called it a 9. So it was probably 3 laps ago, my bad. That's when he took it behind the wall. So we are down to 17 drivers out here. Still 17 drivers. That's still quite a few out here at the Glen. Mark Emery is 7 laps down. Campbell and Kevin Roy, Christopher Campbell and Kevin Roy are both 1 lap down. I did want to talk here. I did see a pass there as you was talking. Tara's husband, golly, I can't get over that, got around Slayers to go up into 6th. So, looks like we've got a battle up here. We do. Jerry Isaacs. Wow. Up into P2 now. Just got around Michael DeWalt here. It looks like we've got a couple of road course people out here on the track, Will.
Yeah, Jerry Isaacs showed a lot of speed in practice. It looked like he definitely has a good line here at the Glen. So this 222 car could possibly have some speed to run down Whitley. Good chance. You know, he's only 4.5 seconds, give or take, from
roughly
the current race leader. So we don't really suspect the drivers to have to pit again after
the stage,
you know,
yeah.
So just what you got is what you got, pretty much. Trying to keep up your rhythm, keep up that momentum of trying to be fast at this circuit while staying between the lines.
Philip Bridgman holding on. Whoa, Philip got a little loose there, looked like, but holding on to that 7th spot. We're out where he started. Does have company here, though, with Robbie Stewart, and Mark Emery is back on pit road here. Not sure what Mark is going to be doing, if he's going to take it behind the wall or not, but he is on a pit road. Now, I'm not seeing a whole lot going on. Austin, though, is coming up on Robbie Stewart here for P8. We already seen Austin kind of lock it down. Oh, Darnell, what did you do? Whoa, and he's still getting loose. Let's check.
I was just going to say, Robbie Stewart had a moment coming off of the final corner. Maybe Darnell had the same problem that Stewart was facing.
Yeah, we're going to look at it here. Darnell.
Oh.
Yep, just snapped on him. I don't know if he was, if he got on the gas too hard or was going to pull it down pit road or what. But yeah, he had a little bit of a boo-boo there. Looks like Gomez and Adams back here doing a little bit of pickling between the two of them. Gomez up to 11th from 19th. Adams right there where he started in 12th. So he's just right now, I think some of these guys are just trying to get the best finish they can. We are at 16 to go already, folks. If they keep going, which they will because there's no cautions, we will be done with this race in 19 minutes. We're probably going to be done here tonight by 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central.
Well, 41 laps around the Glen, that equivalent to 100 miles. So a decent driving distance, one would have to say, though. So Mark Whitley, though, just in his own little area code at the moment. As you see, pretty much the distance from this camera angle on the back straightaway that he has to the competitors that are trying to chase him down, and they are doing one heck of a job at that. They are having their own race, it seems. They're racing for second and third place here. Michael DeWalt and the 222 of Jerry Isaacs trading that second place back and forth, it seems.
Jerry right here in third. Man, we could have two drivers here tonight, brand new to the league that I'm aware of. Because I've never seen their names before, so I don't know if they're brand new to the league or they've been part of the league before and just never raced and decided to go ahead and come back. I don't know. We could find out later on, but they got a pretty good shot right now grabbing the podium here of second and third, depending on what happens in the 15 laps that we have left here tonight. Greg Wood in fourth, Brandon Sheets fifth, Tara's husband. Tara's husband, Chris Paff, in sixth. I get a kick out of that. Oh, Philip Richmond becoming a lawnmower here. And, you know, I was talking to, looking at Philip earlier, and he was having one heck of a race, you know, just holding his own. And You know, now back in 9th, Austin Slayer's got around him. Robbie Stewart right up ahead of him. Keith Hurlbut now coming up on Phillip and Austin. And Keith is running that, I believe it's that Imperium Descent paint. So, yep, running it again here tonight. Mark Gomez Kosick right there in the 33. He's going to cross the stripe. He's P11 right now, Will. He started 19th. So I think some of these guys out here that said that they don't do road courses, they might have been doing a whole lot of practicing because, you know, they've moved up and they're trying to hold their own. We could have a very, very interesting 14 to go here before it's all said and done.
Well, good chance of that. Also, just those drivers just being able to keep it on the island better than their competitors. Some of their competitors just having a bit of a worse night than they are in terms of just you know, trying to get the best finish possible out of this evening. And you can really see who have just been trying to do that. And like you say, Mark Kosick is one of those that may not be good at road courses, but hey, he given it his best effort, along with Jason Adams there. That kind of looks like they're having a race within their own race, you know. But hey, when that's kind of who you're closest to, you're kind of matching your pace off of theirs. And good lock up there in turn 1 by Kosick. So, but like you said, you know, you never know where you might be able to finish at the end of the night. And like we talked about, getting the best finish possible. And that's exactly what some drivers are just trying to do. Look forward to when you come to the Glen. Really try to stick it out, make no mistakes as possible, and just run your race. Don't run.
Don't worry about everybody else.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just do your own thing. If you can get a pass on somebody, take it. If you can't, don't worry about it. You know, road course racing. I can't really compare, you know, road course racing to a super speedway, but I do in a way, because the super speedway is a crapshoot. Anybody can win it. Usually there are cautions, and sometimes there's big ones. You know, drivers get put out of the race and blah, blah, blah. Road course racing is similar to that, except you're not really at those highest speeds per se. On a road course, you've got the you know, right and left turns. You got the alligators, as I like to call them. Then you've got the, you know, drivers that are not really familiar with road course racing. They don't really know when to let off, when to brake, blah, blah. You know, there's so many things that play a factor. So you can pick up spots in a road course race as well. That's about the only comparison I've got to the Glen to a super speedway. If you're out there and you have another comparison that you could throw out there, please do, because, you know, you really can't compare the both of them, but you can if you look at that sense of, you know, what can I get into points to help me get into the playoffs or get into the chase, or, you know, whatever the case may be.
Well, some people, I don't really see this one either, but some people do. Short track racing, about having to lift and brake, you know, get back into the throttle, and, you know, you're lifting again, braking again. So basically short track racing, all about keeping up that rhythm. Road course racing, it's keeping up that rhythm to keep putting down those quick lap times, or at least consistent lap times, to be able to stay on the track, not make the mistakes of locking up the tires or over driving a corner per se. And that's the same thing.
Whoa,
in a way.
Somebody Oh, Christopher Campbell. All right, MaxspeedTV Rewind here, folks. We've been doing that quite a bit here tonight, but, you know, since there's no yellows, then, you know, we kind of want to at least get a replay in. He's coming out of 10. Oh, he just lost it and tries to save it. Couldn't save it. Hits the wall, comes right up on the track, and almost took out Mark Willie there. Wow.
That was a very close for call moment.
That was. I'll show you guys how close that was here once we get up here. So right there, you see how far Mark had to go to the high side just to get around Christopher. Man.
He's way up in the marbles. He is out of the line for sure. almost put it in the wall himself just to not hit the 68 machine there of Campbell. So
yeah. Brantley out there saying heart attack. Yeah, that would have been a I got to change my drawers type of situation.
Exactly. Yes.
Still PG, folks. Still be PG, but you kind of know what I'm saying. That's
That's a Code Brown moment.
Yeah, there you go. A Code Brown moment. There you go. All right, man. DeWalt and Isaac still 2 and 3. Now they've been out here 15 laps. We're setting at 9 to go. So that's going to put them at about 24 laps. And I really don't know what the fuel is. We were told anywhere between 20 to 25, 22 to 27. I mean, I would think they could make it.
Yeah, I want to say that, pretty confident that they can make it this evening from the stage break to the end of the race for sure.
Yep.
One would for surely think. So
Well, Brantley
I don't
out
see
there.
why they wouldn't be able to.
Oh, yeah, definitely so. It looks like Michael DeWalt here coming out onto, it looks like just got out of the front stretch, coming through these S's. This was my issue when I was racing. Don't get me wrong, folks. I still race from time to time. I can't really do it right now, but, when I was racing here at Watkins Glen, that S's right in the back there, those were my kryptonite, along with this dadgum bus stop. I could never hit the bus stop correctly. Either I would end up going straight, I would go right, and then I would try to go left, and I'd end up shooting right into the wall, or I would turn left too sharp, and I would spin it. I mean, takes practice.
Yeah, Watkins Glen, very difficult track. It may look simple, but just the different changes of excuse me, Joshua, but the different going up and down the hills, that is just something that most racetracks nowadays, that get built, some are just kind of flat. They have no profile in them. But, coming here to Watkins Glen, there's plenty of profile in the track because of all the hills. Yes, thank you, Brantley.
Elevation. There we
yes.
go. Yeah, I was trying to think of the word, too, and I couldn't. It wasn't ringing to the top of my head there.
Well, sometimes I can think of the word, but it just doesn't want to come out sometimes, or I have that slight stutter or just a hiccup, I guess you could say, but it doesn't. Anywho, but we get what we're trying to say, so thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
But, just all of that. I love these type of road courses that.
Whoa! Hang on your thought there. I heard somebody blow up.
Oh, that's never good.
I'm wondering if that was Robbie Darnell, because Kyle Heath, Zach Deutscher, and Mark Emery was the only drivers at the time that was on pit road. Now Robbie Darnell is on. Yep, it's Robbie. Yep, he blew up. He's in chat actually right now. So yeah, it is him. Man.
Well, after the spill he had earlier, maybe he could have wound that engine or the transmission up a bit too much for its liking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. All righty. Well, folks, I've got time here. I didn't do it at the beginning. So we're going to go ahead and do it now here. This is the point standings that coming into tonight. We got 6 to go. It'll be 5 to go next time by. Now, Mark Whitley over the top spot here with 809 points. Gary Slapinski, who's not here tonight again, 761, 48 behind the leader. Kyle Heath in third at 753, 56 behind the leader, and 8 behind Slapinski. Chris Paff, of course, we know who that is. That is Tara's husband. At 702, 107 behind the leader and 51 behind Kyle. Phillip Bridgman in fifth, 628, 181 behind the leader and 74 behind Chris. Jason Adams up a spot coming into tonight in sixth at 571 points, 235 behind the leader and 54 behind Bridgman. Robbie Darnell down a spot into seventh at 556, 253 behind the leader and 18 behind Jason. Brandon Sheets in eighth at 546. 263 behind the leader and 10 behind Robbie. Robbie Stewart down a spot into ninth at 544. 265 behind the leader and 2 behind Brandon. Zach Deutscher in 10th at 537. 272 behind the leader and 7 behind Stewart. Keith Hurlbut in 11th at 515. 294 behind the leader and 22 behind Zach. Jeff Gilmore in 12th at 511. 298 behind the leader and 4 behind Keith. Larry Blair in 13th at 438, 371 behind the leader and 73 behind Jeff, as well as Jim Colbensberger tied with Larry at 413th, 438 behind the leader, 438 points, 371 behind the leader, 73 behind Jeff. Brad Delph, who's not here tonight either, up a spot into 15th at 422, 378 behind the leader and 16 behind Jim and Blair. David Cassidy up a spot into 16th at 405. 404 behind the leader and 17 behind Brad. Hunter Hayward down 2 into 17th at 403. 406 behind the leader and 2 behind David. Clifton Ashley at 18th at 337. 472 behind the leader and 66 behind Hunter. Christopher Campbell and Kevin Roy actually tied for that 19th spot at 328. 481 behind the leader, and both of them 9 behind Clifton Ashley. 4 to go here tonight. I know we had a little bit of an incident on the track here too. I think Robbie Stewart. Oh, yeah, Robbie had a moment. He is smoking out there here tonight. Of course, I can't really go back that far, but we do know something happened to Robbie out there. So both Robbies, unfortunately, having a rough night alongside Cal Heath, Zach, and Mark Emery here this evening. 3 laps to go. Will, who do you think's going to win? I think I got my money on the 77.
Yes, it looks like Mark Whitley into another dominating win this evening. Yes, indeed, this evening. So, just about led every lap. So.
No, he has led every lap. See, 38th and 9.
Well,
yeah, he's led every lap. So far.
He's still got 3 laps to go.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. He can make a mistake. Of course, if he did, I'm sure Brantley
there
would
could be a power surge right now.
Hey. Mark has been in that
situation. Happen.
Mark has been in that situation before, leading the
race. Those are terrible.
And power go out. And, oh, my gosh, yeah, it's. I've been in that situation before, and I'm sure Brantley's out there going, you guys better shut up. Oh, Brantley, we just keeping it real, man. You know that. But, yeah, anything can happen.
Different things.
Yeah, anything can happen. 2 to go. Mark Whitley, Michael Dewalt, Jerry Isaacs, Greg Wood, Brandon Sheets, Chris Paff, Tara's husband. I still cannot get. That's killing me. Austin Slayers. It's Slayers. Sorry, it's Slayers.
See, it happened to Larry Blair. He missed this race because his.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So.
it's a it's a reverse jinx. Philip Bridgman in 8th, Keith Hurlbutt 9th, Jason Adams 10th, Gomez, Mark Koshik in 11th. Jim Coleman'sberger, I bet Jim right now was wishing there was a caution. He is 1 lap down. The first driver a lap down in 12th. Kevin Roy a lap down in 13th. Christopher Campbell in 14th. Robbie Stewart, unfortunately, is on a pit road here. But Mark Whitley is going to cross the stripe here, folks. We have 1 to go here. And this is going to be the longest one to go, I think, for Mark Whitley. As long as he can hang on to it, he'll be good to go. And, yeah, Brantley, it's a reverse jinx. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Larry, I see you out there. I didn't see Larry in chat here until you said something. Internet is out. Yeah, man. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. It's insane. It's crazy the way technology can sometimes get us, for sure. Hey, 16 out there tuning in, or no, 17 out there tuning in now. 16 likes. Thank you, everybody, for smashing that like button here, not only for MaxspeedTV, but for Sim Racing Unleashed, and of course, Harpoon Design out there here. So thank you, Harpoon, again for coming on board, sponsoring the series. But out of turn number 10, one more turn to go. Into 11 we go here for the 77 of Mark Whitley coming to the front stretch. Mark Whitley is going to win it here tonight at the Glen. Michael DeWalt coming in, started 3rd. He will finish in 2nd. And Jerry Isaacs coming from 9th to 3rd. That is our podium finishers. Greg Wood in 4th. Brandon Sheets will round out the top 5 here tonight, folks. We're going to give these guys a few minutes for everybody to cross the line, and we will get our top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show here at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. Wow, we went live at 6:45 and done at 8:04, so very quick race. Hang tight, folks. We will be right back. Alrighty, folks, we have caught up with our top three here tonight. We're going to fire it up with our winner here tonight. Still burning it out up there. We can hear it through Mark's microphone. Mark, awesome win out here tonight, buddy. You led everything out here tonight, man. I guess you just got road courses in the back of your head or something because, man, you just dominated here tonight, buddy. Talk about it now that the race is done. Give us, a little bit more insight on, really how the car started to drive, if it got loose any at all as the tires started to wear down. We got to hear from you, buddy.
Oh yeah. Well, glad I didn't make any mistakes. Or like the ones we did, they were pretty small. So, I think is tonight. Road courses, I really enjoy them. They're all about hitting your marks. Or you got to push the edge, but you can't step over the edge, and just they're fun to drive for me. So, really appreciate it. You know, it's the car itself. It didn't really change throughout the run. It just kind of slowed down a little bit, just a little bit less grip all around. So I didn't really think it got looser or tighter. It just got less grip. You could really tell it last, like I said, the first 5 or 6 laps, it had a lot of grip, and then all of a sudden it wasn't like I said, it wasn't like it got tight or loose. It was just like you didn't have the stopping power you did earlier, so you had to back up your stuff just a little bit. But I feel like we ran pretty consistent. Kyle ran into some issues throughout the race, so I think that hindered him. And thankfully we had clean sailing, and when we came across lap traffic, I didn't really have to battle them. Didn't have to worry about just didn't have to worry about, didn't want to put any of them in a bad position. I didn't want to have to like lose too much momentum, and it worked out. Caught them in the right spots. They let me go. Didn't have to worry about them, and everybody behind me kept making mistakes, so I just had to stay focused and keep going.
Well, let's talk about that poop moment there. We seen a driver get loose, come out, and he came back up on the track, and you had to go wide there. Looks like you did have the room, but, was you a little bit scared that he was going to come back up even further and take you out, or what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he spun out of the left-hander and maybe was in the grass there, and I don't know if he tried to just get back going and gas it up, and it looked like, this car, when you're on the dirt, I mean, it might as well be an ice rink. So I think he just either tried to get back going, and it just kind of looped on him, and he started to come up the track, and I didn't want to take any risks. So I just tried to give him as much room as possible, and I had to go way wide. But no harm, no foul. I don't think he hit anything, and
yeah, he
I was
hit
there
the
to
wall.
keep it.
He bounced off the wall and came back up on the track. Is what happened.
I was mainly just trying to give him room so I didn't run into him. I didn't want another Charlotte incident.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
well, I mean,
yeah.
you managed to get around it, so.
That was the one moment in the race I was kind of worried.
Well, we got one more race left in the regular season, bud. That is Richmond for 200 laps, man. Now, Richmond is a short track. That race is probably going to go very, very quickly, kind of like what this one did. But talk about Richmond. What do you got to do at Richmond to grab another win? Tonight marks 9 wins, Mark. So you're gunning for 10 wins in the regular season, but talk about Richmond first.
I think Richmond, it's a short track, but it's very much kind of like tonight. You got to limit your mistakes, and, got to take advantage of other people's mistakes. So, keep the tires on it. Don't hit the wall. Don't spin out. Don't get in anybody else's mess, pretty much. That's going to be the key to there, I think. Tires can wear out a little bit down there, so hopefully we can maybe be up front or run toward the front and be able to take care of our stuff and not have to worry about overdriving it. So it's just, it's a short track, so you got to take care of your stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, Mark, awesome job out here tonight, buddy, man. You did it again, dominating the regular season. I mean, I don't know where Gary's at. I'm surprised he's not here for a road course, but probably on vacation.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him, but last I heard he had something going on with his family, so I'm not sure if something bad. I don't know.
Ooh.
I haven't really talked to him. Brantley talked to him a couple last week, but I don't think it's anything serious, but just I haven't
Yeah.
been able to get up with him, so I'm not really sure.
Well, let's hope everything's okay with Gary and he can get back out here and race it up with you guys again. But, Mark, awesome job out here tonight. Awesome win, man. Final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give, buddy?
Yeah, big shout out Brantley over there, Harpoon Design. He helped me. He doesn't like these road courses. He's like you. He thinks they're boring. So thankfully He was able to stick with me all night and keep me, make sure I didn't do anything boneheaded. Kept it on the track. So appreciate him and all he does. Check his stuff out at harpoondesign.com if you want to get something custom made by him, or he's getting close to 2,000 paints on Trading Paint. So he's got something for everybody. He's already done that new Larson scheme they unveiled for next year. So you check him out. And then big shout out to my family tuning in these broadcaster races. I appreciate them. All the texts I always get from them. The support from them is awesome. The league, we had tonight was no caution race, but still road course, very difficult. Big turnout. That's really good for one of these road courses getting over 20 people. So huge shout out to league. Everybody didn't hear any screaming over the mic, so I think everybody was pretty clean for the most part. And thanks to you. A big shout out for putting on the broadcast. It's always fun to go back and watch. I'm glad we have a awesome broadcaster like you, so we can go back and see what happened, see all the fun stuff that took place in the race. Because we're in these cars, we can't. All we know is what's going on. That sometimes gets us in trouble, but it's always fun to go back and see from the catbird seat how the whole race unfolded.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I do appreciate that, Mark. I really do, buddy. So, go celebrate your victory here tonight, buddy. Get ready for Richmond. That's going to be another, I think, make it or break it race for some of the drivers. But, you're already locked in. You're ready to go. So, Mark, go celebrate, buddy, and we'll see you next week.
That sounds good.
Yep. All right. Well, that is going to bring us to our P2 winner here tonight. Michael DeWalt here, and I believe Will Roberts has caught up with Mike. Will.
Hello, Michael. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Doing good this evening. How about yourself after this P2 finish?
I'm doing well. That was definitely not expected tonight, but definitely a nice little debut. Really impressed with the league and the racing tonight and everyone involved. Everyone did a really nice job.
We saw you battling there with Jerry Isaacs there in the 222 car. You and him showed some really good pace. Thought one of you could have ran down Mark Whitley in the 77. What more could you have possibly needed, and what were you struggling with there?
Well, my ultimate goal tonight was definitely to finish behind Whitley, because I knew just going in he was going to be miles ahead. So that was kind of my goal, is just be the next one up, and I feel like I've accomplished that. But once he got a lead, I couldn't really eat into it, and sometimes I make mistakes here and there, and I'd lose more time. But at the end of the run there, I was kind of matching his lap times and sometimes beating his lap times. But overall, he kind of said it. He didn't make a whole lot of mistakes. I did make a few mistakes, but was just kind of trying to stay safe. Don't want to make any rash decisions, driving too hard. But I was definitely wheeling it the whole race. Just didn't try to go too over the line.
Right, exactly. You talk about goals. I used to always set goals for myself as well. Very high goal you kind of set for yourself, trying to finish where you did. You successfully met that goal on your SRU debut this evening here in their Cup Series. Looking forward to Richmond. Are you going to be able to be here next week for Richmond?
Yeah, I think so. That one's going to be fun, I assume. Kind of like Mark was saying, you got to kind of keep the tires on it, stay patient, minimize the mistakes, which are things that I really try to hit on in every race. I'm a big proponent of green flag racing. I like the long runs. I don't like stoppages. I'm a rhythm racer, so hopefully that one goes green. Probably have something for the long run, but again, you just trying to control what I can control. There's going to be faster guys than I am, but I'm definitely happy with this run and looking forward to next week.
Well, showed a lot of promising pace this evening. Looking forward to what you are able to bring to Richmond next week. Kind of self-answering question. racing driver here. Really enjoy that. I didn't really get to ask too many hard-hitting questions. You kind of answered everything I was going to ask. You know, there. Good net result, like I said this evening. Congratulations on the P2 podium finish, Michael, and thanks for talking to us. Is there any shout outs or any thanks you'd like to give out there to?
Well, just shout out to you, Will, and Joshua. I'm really impressed with your guys' broadcast, and I mean, 14 seasons. I mean, you guys are out here doing this for a while now. So just shout out to you guys for putting this on. Thanks for having me, and looking forward to more racing like this.
All righty, Mike. Well, awesome job out here tonight, buddy, and welcome to SRU, man. We'll be looking forward to seeing more of you, and trying to run down Mark Whitley. Gary Slapinski wasn't here tonight. He's another one of those fast drivers, so you might have to try to run him down as well once you see him. So, Mike, just awesome job out here, buddy. P2, man. Go celebrate. Get ready for Richmond, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You too. All right, well, that is going to bring us down here to our third place finisher here tonight, the 222 of Jerry Isaacs. Well, Jerry, man, awesome job out here tonight. Still in that last podium finish here, man, at the Glen. How you feeling out there, buddy? Talk about it. Tell us, what could you have done differently, if anything?
Drive faster. I don't think I could have done anything. Those guys in front were fast. I was pushing really hard, getting squirrely, trying to keep it on track to see if I could hang with them, and I really struggled. Those guys are fast. My first time here at Sim Racing Unleashed, really loving the league, but I'm pretty happy with this third place finish.
Well, I know we only had that one caution out here tonight, which, usually when leagues do stages, they'll do the stages, but they won't throw a caution. This league, there's times they do it, times they don't. This time they did it. It stacked everybody back up, and, anything could have happened. Said, kind of talk about it. Stage came, everybody come down pit road. You guys are stacked back up together. What was your mindset knowing that y'all could, go the distance, bud?
Yeah, I mean, it's really that mindset coming out of that is just make it through turn one. Don't overdrive and hit the guy in front of you, and hope the guy behind you doesn't hit you. I think I got pretty lucky. I was on the inside, and I was able to get a good start with the leader and kind of move up, and some traffic behind slowed them down. So we got out pretty clean, and then the faster guys just kind of came on through. Michael came on through. He was faster than me, but I held him back for a little bit. But I wasn't worried about fuel. Mainly, I was just worried about keeping it on track and saving everything I could for making sure I don't go off track.
Well, you did what you had to do, buddy. So awesome job, Jerry. I mean, I think you're brand new to the league as well. So this is your first time, right?
It is. It is. Found the league on a post in the iRacing League forum, and I've been looking for a next gen league. So threw it out there and had a great time tonight.
All right. Well, we're not done, man. I know we got one more race in the regular season, so you kind of jumped in toward the end. But hey, that's fine. Not going for a championship this season. You're going to play an upset driver. That's what I call those that are not in the chase, or have no chance of making it. They're playing upset. They're trying to take away points from those that are in. So, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of hate to do that, come in and play upset late, but I'm an equal opportunity upsetter. I'm going to do the best I can to score points and not target anyone who's been here in the long run trying to make a playoff run.
Well, we do go to Richmond. How do you feel about short track racing?
I don't mind it. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing if we can get some long green flag runs and have some nice clean racing. I'll tell you what, tonight's racing was some of the most respectful. I mean, the passing was clean, respectful. It was very hard competition. These guys are fast. I don't mean to imply anything like anybody just laying off, but it was just some great racing.
All righty, Jerry. Well, yeah, I mean, a big field out here tonight for Watkins Glen. I think this is the biggest field I've ever called for a road course. So, little different to me. Everybody did get spread out a little bit, but there was a few passing here and there. But Jerry, I can't take anything away from you, buddy. Awesome job, P3 here tonight. Any final thoughts, shout outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate, bud?
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thanks to Sim Racing Unleashed for, of course, putting on the league. MaxspeedTV, you guys do a great job. Harpoon Design and the guys at Mad Sim Racing for putting me in the car. And always, hi, Mom.
All right. Well, Jerry, go celebrate your third here tonight, and we'll see you next week, buddy.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Jerry Isaacs out there. Man, I love it. Two drivers brand new to the league here, Will. They stole the podium here, second and third. So that was incredible to see.
Yes, good showing on debut by a couple of new faces to the league. So always good to see whenever new faces are able to just come out and impress straight away. Have good runs, good showings, and also what can they carry over to the oval side? We saw they were pretty had good pace on the road courses here at the Glen. So what can they transfer over? How quick is their pace going to be on the ovals?
Yeah.
Time will tell, and hopefully, they are here to stay. They seem very, honest guys. So can't wait to see what more brings out of both of them. So congratulations again on all the podium finishers, and again all the racers this evening. Like you say, big field at the Glen. So love to see it, by the way. The more the merrier is always that great term you love to use. And it also implies to sim racing and league racing and also road racing or any track they go to. You love to see the attendance of drivers keep going up. So just something you just love to see in any series or any league. Love to see it grow each and every week. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely so. I mean, you stole the words right out of my mouth on that one. Well, all right, here we go, folks. The unofficial results pending in the IMN stuff they have to do. The points are not put up yet, so this is technically unofficial. So Mark Whitley, though, with the win out here tonight. Awesome job, Mark. His 9th of the season. So he's instead of
going for 10 next week.
Yep. Instead of wins, he's getting wins here. So Mark, awesome job, buddy. He's going for 10 next week at Richmond. We'll probably see Mark out there with the guys. But, Michael DeWatt here in P2. Awesome job, Michael and Jerry Isaacs coming in here tonight. Their first race over here at SRU. Still in P2 and P3 from the guys, some of the veterans that have been over here vying for points. Hey, they're out here racing too, so they have just as much right to be up there as anybody else. So awesome job, guys. Greg Wood coming into that 4th spot. Brandon Sheets, a top 5 for him, and I get a kick out of it every time I see it. Tara's husband going to finish in 6th here tonight. Awesome job, Chris. Chris Paff there. Austin Slayers, not slated up here tonight, but hey, a P7 finish for Austin. Good job, buddy. Philip Bridgman out here in 8th. Keith Hurlbutt 9th, and Jason Adams 10th. Ow. Gomez is going to finish in that 11th position. Jim Coleman-Spurger in 12th. Kevin Roy 13th. Christopher Campbell 14th. Robbie Stewart 15th. Robbie Darnell in 16th. Tough break for both of the Robbies. Kyle Heath as well in 17th. Zach in 18th. Emery 19th. Paul Buzz Cohen and Clifton Ashley didn't start here tonight. But I got to say, a huge field, nice field out here tonight. Great racing, great respect. Big shout out to, of course, SRU for allowing us here at MaxspeedTV to call these races. Love being a part of it. Great group of guys. If you are interested in joining SRU, not only for the continuation of this season, including the chase, But going into next season, possibly going for a championship, hit them up on Facebook, Sim Racing Unleashed, or on iRacing. You can look up the league there and send them a message, and Robbie will get it, and he'll get back to you. Sign up for the league, pick a number. Looks like it could be any number that is not chosen. It looks like they are allowing triple numbers here as well. So get out here racing up with these guys. It's a great group. Big shout out there, too. Of course, all the viewers, Brantley Roden, Robbie Darnell, Larry Blair, Tara Paff out there, Asmero, Robert Edgerton. I know I'm missing one. Larry Blair. Did I say Larry? I think I did. You know, a big shout out to, of course, everybody else that wasn't talking either in chat. Thank you all again. Brantley, you know, Harpoon Designs, sponsoring the series. Will, got to thank you too, buddy. I mean, you helped me save my voice at least for one night a week.
Well, I appreciate you letting me join you in the booth, call these races on Sunday evening, and, you know, getting able to help you out. I do enjoy it.
All right, well, that is going to do it for us here at MaxspeedTV and the Sim Racing Unleashed Harpoon Design Cup Series for Season 14 here, round number 20 at Watkins Glen. Thank you again, everybody. Until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.